because Nick turned the communication off with Sam, so we have no idea if we're live or not, but we'll see.
We're live?
Yeah, okay, we're live.
So the question is, why are we live on this Thursday afternoon, Ivan?
Well, a couple reasons. First of all, got a lot of questions about the new Type 3 ceramic coatings. Secondly is, we're not often in Omaha, so we wanted to do a live while we're here because it's the best time to do it, when we're together. Now, the coatings, we had questions as to how do we apply it, what's different, et cetera, and that's what we're here to answer. And yeah, it's going to take a second, Nick, for,
okay.
There's a delay.
Well, let's talk about our coatings, Ivan. I just want to see on the other side of the screen here how it looks.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't see that.
Oh, yeah, it looks like we're live for sure.
Yeah, there we are.
There we are. Okay.
Yeah.
We have 3 coatings that we want to talk about. No, really, it's 4. Well, I want to talk about the 1 year. I want to talk about the 3 year, the 5 year, and Hydrate. I wonder if there's a camera, a TV on in there. If we could turn the volume off in there, that'd be okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes we watch our YouTube channel in the other room, Ivan.
Right, yeah, and it was just playing there. So anyways, first thing we need to do before we apply any ceramic coating is prep the vehicle. Now, we've washed, we've decontaminated, and polished half of this truck. The side you're seeing, the other half is still not so great.
You know what we haven't done yet?
We haven't used Adhesion promoter polish.
Or told them about our 20% off sale.
Oh yeah, go ahead, do that while I do the app.
Just a little housekeeping. You know that when we go live, we try to keep it like 90% educational, and then 10% if we have something to tell you about, I like to hype it up. So right now on our website, really, we're having a sale, 20% off all ceramic coatings. And what's the why behind the sale before you get to Adhesion promoter polish?
Yeah, we want to introduce you to our new ceramic coatings. And not only is it 20% off the coatings, Nick, but also the kits are 25% off. That means if you want to buy, everything you need to do a ceramic coating, we have kits like that. And there's one kit that's on special right now, just for this weekend, that includes a polisher too. So everything you need, including the polisher. So all you have is a car and the willingness to apply a coating. We're supplying everything else in that kit.
And you're ready to message Ivan, like, what do I need exactly to complete my ceramic coating? Literally in this kit.
Yeah.
So I'm tracking questions here as they come in, but again, 25% off our kits. Your discount's gonna apply in car. We have 88 people watching, Ivan.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Truth be told, we just want to get these coatings in your hands.
Yes.
Because we know that once you use them, you're gonna love them as much as we do. We don't use panel prep before coatings, Ivan.
Now, you can use our panel prep. Great product. But once you have used app, you'll never go back to panel prep. I'm sorry, we've ruined panel prep for a lot of people here.
Adhesion promoter polish on a short stroke DA.
Yep, 2 to 9 millimeters. You don't want to use your rotary, you don't want to use your 15, your 21, your 25. No, 2 to 9 millimeters, because you don't want to overwork this. And I have seen some influencers online that, oh, I use it this way and it's fine. They're wrong. They're using it, it seems fine, but they're actually overactivating some of the ingredients in here, causing it to form a skin over top of the paint instead of opening up the pores of the paint. So 2 to 9 millimeter, no rotary, no long stroke DA, no pressure, no flat pads. Red, waffle pad, it's a system and it's designed to work this way. Don't go outside the system for this.
Yeah, and actually we respond to all of your YouTube comments. We're gonna get to all your questions here if we can in the live stream. And that polisher is not super loud. We actually get comments from you saying, hey, I'm an enthusiast. I'm really excited about ceramic coating my car, it's spring. But I'm a little nervous. Like I hear you have this new tetraethyl orthosilicate TEOS technology in your new coatings, and we're realizing that you may have these questions. So we just want to show you live. And if you have questions, we're gonna answer them live. So it's not gonna be like us talking at you, it's us talking with you. Let's act like we're at one of Ivan's trainings and he's telling us what to do. So what are you doing, Ivan?
Well, I'm applying the Adhesion promoter polish. And when I say applying, that's it. I'm not sitting there polishing and doing this and that. No, I'm literally just applying it to the surface. And Sylvie reminded us here, if you have a question, preface it with QQQ. That makes Sam's life easier to put them up on screen.
So as Ivan goes back and forth on the paint, I want you to look at him. He's not doing 3 to 4 up, down, left, right passes. It's just getting the app on the surface, right?
Right. Once the app is on the surface, it's happy, the paint is happy, we're happy.
Can you almost think about it like one pass, one pass, one pass, or do you want to kind of crosshatch a little bit?
I don't necessarily crosshatch, I just do a 50% overlap.
Yep. I think that's what I meant, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So
and
50% overlap, back and forth, and you just get it on the paint. Jim Taylor asks, I just bought the Hydrate in the 1 year. I'm going to apply to a car that has a graphene coating. So I'm reading the question off the screen. Thanks, Jim. What should I do to prep? There are a couple high spots from older application.
Prep, wash, decontaminate, polish with a minimum of the gold standard polish and the yellow waffle pad to break down that existing coating. Where you have the high spots, you might need to polish just a little more.
Okay, good stuff. Ivan has now put the app on the surface. And what are you doing? You're going right away? Don't we have to wait 17.7 hours to remove adhesion promoter polish? Isn't that a very exact science?
Actually, if you want to wait 17.7 hours, you can. It's from immediately to 48 hours later, anywhere in between. I know it's a very, stringent, constrained timeline there, but that's the best we could do.
So 17.7 seconds or 17.7 hours, you've got lots of time to wipe off the app. It's very simple. I used to think app was more complicated or more difficult or more steps than panel prep. And then I realized I do very well with I can see it on the surface, I know I've been there, move on. I can see it on the surface, I know I've been there, move on, come back and do this easy wipe, Ivan.
Yes, and after we've leveled the app or removed it, the next step is applying the coating. But there's a timeline there that's very, very important that you need to respect, and that is between immediately and 48 hours.
For the app. Edgar Guerrero says, can you talk about the relationship between polishing pads and compounds? Will a polishing pad with the gold compound cut more than a cutting pad with gold standard polish?
That's something that's up to your test spot to determine. So, yes, the gold standard compound on a foam pad will not cut as much as the gold standard polish on the wool pad. It's a very weird thing there. The pad has a lot to do with how a compound or polish cuts. And the gold standard compound with the wool pads is very aggressive. Pair it with a wool pad and it's almost a finishing polish.
In every video we do, Ivan applies the coating and I level. Ivan applies the app and I wipe off the app. And we just reverse roles, Ivan. So I just need to do one little app wipe off to feel like I'm in my comfort zone. Is it bad to wipe app too much? Am I overworking the app?
No.
Ooh, that feels different now that you've apped it.
Now, if some of you follow us on Instagram, and you saw that we posted a story about, half an hour ago, Nick?
Yes, sir.
Where I applied a little bit of Hydrate to the hood of this vehicle.
Oh, I don't think we posted that story.
Oh, you didn't post that story?
I recorded it and didn't post it.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But anyways, we applied just this little square here. And we just wanted to show you just how much Hydrate can fill. So we applied Hydrate here. There was no polishing done to this hood. It was just washed and deconned. Yeah, no app, just washed and deconned.
This is how much Hydrate fills, Ivan.
Yeah.
It literally changes the color of the. You guys, this is Hydrate ceramic coating. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Sylvia, I don't know if you can see how light it is here and how dark it is there.
And you see the square.
Wow.
You see the line.
This is what we're talking about. What is helpful about Hydrate? We're going to show you Hydrate in a second. It's to give it time before you level, Ivan.
Right.
It's pretty much that simple.
Now, two coatings that we've really amped up the design and changed how they are applied is the Hydrate and the 1 year. So the 1 year is a coating you can apply now and level in half an hour if you want to. And on the hood, we haven't corrected the hood. We haven't done anything to the hood. But we're going to start by applying the 1 year to this fender and applying it to the hood. And we're going to show you two different ways of applying it, Nick's way and my way.
Were we going to apply Hydrate first?
Well, we can apply Hydrate as well. But what I want to do, we'll start with the 1 year here.
Okay.
We'll do the Hydrate on the back.
Okay.
And then do the other two while the Hydrate and the 1 year are hanging around.
I love it. The Phil Sterling says, hi guys, is there a minimum temperature when using app?
Same temperature range as using a coating. So 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius minimum, maximum, whatever you can stand.
We want you to get these coatings in your hands, folks. If you're intrigued, just know We have a 20% off ceramic coating sale at DIYdetail.com, 25% off these coating kits. There's so many different options when it comes to ceramic coating. We could talk about those options, but why don't we just talk about one thing at a time, which is why we're here, which is to literally show and not tell.
Right. So let's apply the Hydrate, or not the Hydrate, sorry. Let's apply the 1 year the way I like to apply it, and then Nick is going to apply to the rest of the hood the way he likes to apply it.
Say, il y a beaucoup de nouvelles personnes parce que
Yeah.
c'est pas QQQ.
Okay, so there's a lot of new people, Sylvie said, joining the live stream. If you have a question, not just saying hi, etc., please preface it with QQQ. That way Sam can put it up on screen.
And Ricardo says, what shelf life? What's the best condition to store the Adhesion Promoter Polish, the app?
Room temperature.
Okay.
Nothing different than that.
Time.
Yeah, and time-wise, years, many years for app. 1 year coating. So to apply it, we include both a sprayer, if you want to get the other bottle there, Nick.
Yep.
Oh, there's a
no,
bottle.
we've already
yeah.
got it set up.
Yeah.
This is quite the setup we have here.
So there's a bottle with a sprayer. It comes that way, or with this little insert that you can put in. I prefer the insert. Nick prefers the sprayer. It's up to you to decide which you prefer. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just how you enjoy applying it. I've been applying coatings with an applicator like this for decades, so to me, this is natural.
I like the sprayer method as well, but let's watch Ivan do it. Maybe I can get convinced here, Ivan.
So, couple drops on my panel.
And we like to shake the 1 year, right?
Yes.
Has the graphene oxide in there?
Right. This was pre-shaken, so we're good. But yes, you definitely need to shake it. Then, when you apply it, it's as simple as this. Circular motions, get it on the surface. Now, if we want to, we can level this immediately. Or we can wait half an hour, 45 minutes. And yes, it does go on plastics, does a great job there as well.
Folks may wonder, can I ceramic coat my plastic and trim?
I think we just answered that, yeah.
We do tell people if it's older or oxidized trim, there's a process by which you want to clean with All Clean, our all-purpose cleaner, polish with our yellow waffle pad and the gold standard polish, and then apply Trim, Restore, and Protect. So that's a different way for oxidized.
Yeah.
But this is, I think, about 30,000 miles on this 4Runner, and the plastic looked in pretty good condition.
So you can see the oil slick on water look here, and it's starting to dissipate. Now, if we want to level this immediately, we have instant bond technology, which means I can level this coating right now. There you go, it's leveled. It's that easy. Nick, show them the spray application.
Okay, what do you suggest if I'm in a really hot area, Electric Auto Detail says, for applying your ceramic coatings?
Apply them the way we're showing you here. Heat really doesn't make that much of a difference. What does make a difference is the time that it's going to take.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ivan, you could do this. You could do this. I did 8, 9, 10.
It's up to you.
Little excess, 8 to 10 sprays. I don't know what I'm applying on. Just right here?
Just do half a hood, yeah.
Half the hood, but I don't want to get in our little hydrate zone. I don't want to get in the, how about this body line right here?
So someone's asking, Weldon, what care should be taken regarding aftermarket black racing stripes polishing with gold standard? If they're gloss, polish them. If they're matte, just don't go over top of them and you'll be fine. But you do want to use app on them for sure.
So I have not even flipped my towel, Ivan. I just literally did 8 to 10 sprays. There's a few little high spots. I could use 2 towels, or if you don't mind getting a little coating on your hand, 2 towels is always better.
Well, on your glove.
On my glove.
Yeah.
Always wear gloves. You can just literally level it right away. We did not polish this area, guys.
Yeah.
This paint's still kind of nasty, but it's just to show you how easily. And by the way, this little rental car, we're giving it some protection. So we're not mistreating it by not doing everything the exact same way. This is going to be so much more protected and taken care of now because of these coatings than it was before.
Right.
We did polish this section. We didn't polish this. I just showed you how I coat with the towel.
Yeah. Question for Nick. Is it okay to use water spot remover with the perforated synthetic decontamination towel?
Please no. Please no. I've messed some things up with the decon towel in my day. I know what marring looks like if you use too much pressure or if you accidentally use some All Clean or water spot remover with it. It doesn't play well. So the decon towel works great with NV ceramic sealant, iron remover, rinseless wash, incredible suds as your lubrication. Does not work well with water spot remover. Does not work well with All Clean. Ivan, it does not work well with panel prep.
No. Where's your spray bottle, Nick?
Oh, I put it in my spray bottle holder.
Okay, so when you're done with the spray bottle, very important, remove the sprayer,
Why?
and then spray back into here. You don't want the coating curing in the sprayer. Once you've done that, and it's completely clear, get yourself a bottle of panel prep. I'll be right back.
Do you know why Ivan
Answer the next
didn't have
question.
me polish that hood? Is because you don't need to polish before applying the 1 year. Is it better? Will it clean the paint better if you polish? Will the coating last longer if it's polished and prepped right? Yes, but the stakes are low with the 1 year. You can get 8 to 10 vehicles out of this. You can spray it onto a towel, wipe it in. You don't have to be an experienced detailer at all, nor do you have to even polish first. So it's just an option of low-hanging fruit for what you can do for your car. If you just wash it and decontaminate it and put that coating on there, you will see a boost in gloss. You will see a boost in hydrophobics. You are putting a real ceramic product on your paint. With the tetraethyl orthosilicate technology, Ivan,
Yep.
we also have the graphene in there. It's a robust product for a 1 year spray coating.
Yes.
All right.
After you've sprayed out of here, so now there's nothing coming out of there, put in your panel prep, couple sprays of panel prep to work it through there, and now your sprayer is going to be good for a long time.
And then would you spray it again now that it has a
Yeah.
little panel prep in there?
Yeah, so now we want to dry it, so that's spraying again to get the panel prep out of there.
Got it.
Let it dry for a few seconds, or wipe the hose dry, and then put it back in your bottle, and you're good to go the next time.
Faisal says, I'm planning to buy 1 year coating to apply on my C6 Hydro applied 1 year ago. Do you recommend that or no, Ivan?
Yes, actually we'll have a video coming soon where we did that on Sylvie's Escape. We added the 1 year over top of her Diamond. And last night we were driving in the rain, and boy, was it beating.
Yes, it was. All right, we are on to the next question here, but a reminder that we have 25% off all coating kits this weekend.
Yes.
20% off all these ceramic coatings. We have not discounted Hydrate since it came out. We have not discounted the 1 year. I don't think we have we, Ivan?
No.
No, like we put our Type 2 coatings on sale before. We have not discounted these before. We haven't had any big sale. I don't think we're planning an Easter sale, are we?
No, and
No, like this is the sale.
it,
Like if
yeah.
you're waiting for something else, no. This weekend, we're just stoked to tell you about our ceramic coatings. We want them in your hands because you're gonna love them. And honestly, Ivan, I just want to say that.
Yeah, and speaking of Hydrate, let's get it applied on here.
Yep. This is serious stuff, guys.
Right.
Because
Now,
this
one
is
other
a great
thing.
coating, but it.
Speaking of coatings, we still have some Type 2 8-year available on sale. Great coating. Don't discount that. Now, Hydrate. I'm going to start with 8 to 10 drops as well. Now, it's a slightly thicker viscosity.
Boy, that looks almost like gel, Ivan.
It is, well, here.
Oh no, he's going off.
That's
Wow.
what a drop of it looks like.
That is a drop of Hydrate, folks.
Yeah.
That is a thick coating.
Then, I apply the Hydrate just like any other coating. Circular motions. Now, Nick, why do we use circular motions?
We want to avoid high spots. We want to protect the shoulder. Is it possible that the jarring motion of the crosshatch leaves more high spots?
Yes, it's not the jarring motion, it's every time you stop.
Yeah, the starting and stopping.
Yeah, so you'll see just how easy it is to apply, and yes, it can go on this trim as well.
Yeah, it's going to make that plastic trim nice and rich. Hydrate fills.
Yes.
What else is Hydrate known for? Why else did you really push to get us this new technology?
Hydrophobics and resistance to clogging, and that's the, shall we say, superpower of TEOS. Now, there are other coatings that have existed on the market that have TEOS in them, but they're using it as a precursor to SiO2. So through the chemical reaction, it becomes SiO2. We're using it as a functionalized item. We have SiO2, we have silicon carbide in there as well, but we're using it as we're not using it as a precursor. It's a functionalized item, so that TEOS really helps break down or resist fracturing and clogging.
Should we do a giveaway on this live stream? We didn't even talk about it, Ivan.
We didn't talk about it, but yes, we'll probably do one.
We'll probably do a giveaway, so stick around, folks. There
Yeah.
might be a fact that we drop during this live demonstration that you might call upon
Yeah.
to answer first for a free product from DIY Detail.
For the 8 years.
So Ivan's installing.
Yeah.
Sylvie's chatting with Ivan. This is what happens.
Well-
She's our producer.
Yeah, and she brought up a great point. If you're a solo operator or you're a hobbyist at home, you're the only one out there in the driveway applying the coating, the Hydrate, just like the 1 year, you can apply it to the whole vehicle before you come back and level. that little spot we had on the hood, that was applied maybe 45 minutes ago.
That's my favorite way to apply it.
Yeah.
I'm so used to trying to level within a couple of minutes after Ivan applies the coating. Just go around the vehicle. It's a stress-free thing.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to do here.
Right now, we don't even see the oil slick on water look here. It is that slow to react. And that slowness is designed in. We want, yeah, on the window, you know, I could put some here as well.
And that shows you how much coating is still in your applicator, because you may not see the oil slick on water look and be like, is this even going in, right?
Yeah.
That's my instinct is, oh, it's not going in, I better put more drops on my coating applicator.
Right, and you can feel it as well. So if I go over an area and we see if we can hear it here. So there's no sound there. But as soon as I go to this area that I haven't touched before, I don't know if you guys heard it, but we can definitely hear it here.
It's a little subtle. In the meantime, Mike is asking, how often do DIY polishers need the grease to be changed? Also, usage change that time?
It's more time than usage, and once a year. Whether it's a DIY polisher or another brand, you should be changing the grease in your polishers. And if you have angle grinders, same deal, once a year.
I've never changed the grease, have I?
Well, you should. We have
should.
videos on our channel on how to do that.
I'm pretty sure I was there when we recorded those videos.
Yeah. Once you're done with the applicator, what do we do with it, Nick?
We put in our rinseless wash or Incredible Suds bucket.
Yes.
Or our friends at the House of Rags have Renaissance.
Yeah.
If
But
you're that kind of person,
we
I
have-
just want to throw a little love to those guys.
We have a bucket with rinseless wash here. So
Our system is too good and too easy for us to depart from it. But
Yeah.
if you're the type who's like, I'm only going to put it in my wash detergent, you know, I don't believe in Ivan's. We've been doing Ivan's methods for 3 years. We wash these applicators, we use them on show cars after they've been washed on coatings. They work great.
Yeah.
So this method for sure works.
another question, Nick.
All right, next question from Keith Firebird says, would a second coat of Hydrate fail even more?
Can I use Hydr8?
Yeah. Yes, it will. So there is a limit to things, but yes, it will fill even more. I would give it a week or two before doing a second coat.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can't treat it like the stack and wait an hour?
No. You want to do it, again, you know, give it a week to fully cure. That way the new one isn't liquefying the first one. It's like applying 10 coats of wax. If you're applying 10 coats of wax, you've applied 1 coat of wax 10 times, meaning you end up with 1 coat of wax. You're not applying 10 coats. When you're applying multiple coatings, unless you're waiting a certain amount between, and I've seen some that do it back to back to back to back, that does nothing. What you want to do, because the solvents are just re-liquefying the coating is there. When we have a high spot, what do? If
We apply more coating to that spot on an applicator to
re-liquefy.
Reliquefy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're removing the high spot. We're not adding more coating there. So you want to wait minimum a week, let it cure, then do that. Now the stack
Juan
is different
Diaz.
though.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, the stack, we actually are putting one into the other. So
I think Juan Diaz might be talking about Hydrate. I just applied last Monday.
Yeah.
I feel like I made some mistakes. Do I have to do the whole process again to apply more?
no. Again, do a good wash, maybe app it, and then you're good to go.
Okay, excellent. We're gonna wait for the next question. So we've done the 1 year.
Yeah.
And you left yours. I leveled mine right away.
Right.
We've done Hydrate. We're leaving that. We're giving it time. We're not rushing it. Oh my gosh, do I need a level? Do I need a level, Ivan?
No.
I'm stressing out. I don't want any high spots.
Can you even see the rainbow effect yet, or the oil slick on water? We're starting to see it just a little bit.
Yeah, we're waiting on that.
There's no rush.
Christopher Pape says,
Yeah.
is it okay to leave a bottle of rinseless diluted 256-1 in a car that will get hot for bird bombs and the like?
Do it with distilled water and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the 5 year, same thing.
Different applicator.
Yeah, new applicator.
Yes.
8 to 10 drops. Always seal up your bottle afterwards. And then we take the applicator. Normally we start on the hood. And I start in the middle of the hood and work my way out to the edges. Then when I get to doors, I box it in. And by boxing in, this is something that some people don't understand, so I'm just going to show you here. Let's get a little spread on my applicator. I'm going around the edge of the panel. Once I've gone around the edge of the panel, then I fill that in with a circular motion. Now, one thing I like to do, especially if I have a little excess on my pad, is I'll draw a line at the top of the door with that excess. And you see where I stopped. I don't know if Sylvie can pick this up on camera. See how thick and how much coating is actually there. Then what I'll do is I'll go in circular motions down the door, back up with a 50% overlap, just like you're polishing. But then I'm picking up some of this excess coating. It's at the top and moving it down the door again. And then back up with a 50% overlap, pick up that excess of coating, bring it down the door. So it's just an easier way of doing it when you accidentally put a little too much on your applicator pad.
The 5-year coating. This is our Type 3 ceramic coating.
Yes.
Tell us about the technology in the bottle and why they would choose a 5-year, Ivan.
So this is our glossiest coating, and if you saw the review by Dimitri's Garage, his testing showed that the 8-year is the glossiest. But there's a difference. There's different types of gloss. The 8-year is more like a wax-like warmth or glow.
Yes.
Whereas this is that hard candy, sheet of glass type gloss. So 2 different type glosses. Hopefully by the end of this, we'll be able to see a slight difference. Maybe, maybe not. We're not sure. Because it's a black vehicle. But there is an easy to perceive difference with your eyes. On camera, and it may not be quite as easy. Now this one is more like our older coatings in the leveling. And Nick, let me grab the camera. You're the pro of leveling here.
Well, Michael Nanick says, well, you can read the question.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to leveling because that's what I like to do.
Yeah,
And-
no stress too.
Yeah, and there's no stress. Well, you can wait a couple minutes here, Nick.
I'm not stressed at all. I'm actually
yeah.
looking at this. I'm waiting for, is it the 50% overlap, Ivan? Am I waiting longer? I know this 5 years is a little bit different than our last series of coatings.
So it's a little slower. We want to remove stress, and that was one of the things we worked for. So oil slick on water look, it's getting there. Give it a few more minutes. So Michael was asking, in prep for applying Hydrate over an older coating, can I polish the whole car, apply rinseless, hose it down, dry it, and apply the app? Yes. So basically, wash the whole car, decon the whole car, polish the whole car, app the whole car, then apply the coating. Next question.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Would you want to apply Hydrate over an old coating, Ivan?
Yes, definitely. So shelf life of Type 3 coatings before and after opening. Great question. The 1 year is 2 years before opening, 1 year once opened. The other ones, 1 year before opening, 3 months, after it's been opened. And we did the window there, so I might as well do the window here just to show that.
So 3 months. So once you open it, it would behoove you to use it.
Yes. So if you're a hobbyist and you only have one car, one of these bottles will do 2 vehicles. I suggest you find a friend that could use their car to be coated and do it together. Do it as a project. If you have a buddy, a friend, a family member, a cousin, an uncle, your father, your mother, your son, your daughter.
Were we gonna do anything to these pillars, or we're we gonna leave those alone?
Oh, well, actually, let's just do the 5 year on this one. We won't touch this one.
How about you want me to do one of these numbers, or are you precise?
No, it's good.
Ivan doesn't need me to move the door open. He can stay within the lines.
Yes.
I, on the other hand, well, I never know.
How many drugs?
So I'm looking at this oil slick on water, and it's still oil slick on water. It hasn't really evaporated by 50%. You can always do the level 1 towel where you put it on the paint and see if you can see the perforations
show them that,
of
Nick.
the towel. So let's find a nice thick spot. I have a feeling it's still going to be like that. I'll put it like this, and well, that wasn't bad, Ivan.
No.
So that might
good.
mean it's ready to level. I was looking for little dots in there.
Yeah.
Do we see the oil slick? Do we see the lines?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to think of your level 1 towel as your secondary applicator. Don't think about this as it's going to do all the work for me. Type 2 coatings, yes. Most of the work was done after the level 1. This was insurance. This is actually my secondary applicator. So in a meticulous way, I just want to literally just spread this. And I'm going to be real precise because I know we're dealing with different coatings here, Ivan. I can color within the lines, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spread this, right? And if we weren't using other coatings here, you definitely want to overlap onto the other section, right? And I'm literally using this as my second applicator to spread the coating, not to level it perfectly. This isn't the time for perfection. This is just, have I gotten it everywhere? Do I still see a little coating on the surface? Yes, that's okay.
Yeah.
This was to spread, not to perfect.
Now, I just saw something very important. Jamie the Cleaner gave us money on the live stream. Jamie and anybody else watching, please do not do that. We're a corporate channel. This, if you want to encourage an independent or YouTuber, thank you. If you want to encourage an independent YouTuber, yes, go ahead, do that. For us, reserve that for someone else.
Thumbs up is good.
Yeah, thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, but you don't need to send us money. Now, someone had the question up before you put that up. I forget what it was, Sam. It was from Jason or Lamb Chop Shop, but I'll read the next one. So Eric is saying, not sure if you've addressed this before, but I'm curious, is Pan's new polisher as similar to yours as it looks? It's not similar, it's identical other than the 18mm stroke. Same battery, same casing, same motor, same switch, same everything. It's just he wanted an 18mm stroke.
I'm just being a little careful around the edges again because I know we have Hydrate on this panel.
Right. Now, the question is back up. Thank you, Sam. So if the oil slick disappears before you level, did you mess up? And how long is it safe to level? That depends on the coating, the humidity, the temperature. Generally speaking, you're not screwed, you're okay, because especially if you're using the app, these coatings are almost self-leveling. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you have leveled. There is something that can happen. If you actually don't level a coating, it's not going to be as hydrophobic, it's not going to last as long as if you leveled it. Leveling is an important part of coating application. Yeah. So Laxton Auto Detailer, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do. Just a new YouTuber here on the scene, and he's somewhere near Montreal, I believe. So Sylvie and I will probably be doing some content with him soon. But anyways.
Can we just press pause? I know you're excited.
Yeah.
Leveling this with the Freeboard 400 was so easy. The only weird thing for me was like, I want to stay in the lines. Glass is a different substrate than paint, so sometimes I may use a little pressure on my towel there, which we never say use pressure, but if you're going to do it with glass, it's maybe a slightly different situation. This is so easy to level.
Yeah.
This is your secondary applicator. This is not rocking the car with pressure.
No.
This is nice, smooth motions. I go in one motion with level 1, I go in another motion with the Freeboard 400, and the 5-year, I was laughing audibly with joy the first time the 5-year went on a car together.
Yeah. Take a look at the B pillars here. Anyways, Laxton is saying, when I applied the 3-year coating a little while back, the fumes in my garage were killing me. These new coatings, mask or no mask necessary, just nasty smell or harmful to breathe. It's just a nasty smell, and the new ones have less of a solvent odor. It's a completely different solvent we went for.
I have not noticed anything this filming session at all. So.
And Nick is extremely sensitive to fragrances.
I let people know.
So am I, for that matter. But there's actually a difference here. The 5-year filled a little bit as well. Not as much as the Hydrate, but...
For not having polish, though, that looks like a darker...
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't know on camera if you guys could perceive that. Actually, I'm seeing it here, and yes, you can. So, cool.
We have a little delay on here. 180 people watching. We will be doing a giveaway. Soon. But we are giving away 20%.
Yeah, 20% off all the coatings and 25% off the kits. So Josh is saying...
At DIYdetail.com.
Yeah.
Save now.
Yeah. I know this isn't on topic for today's stream. Not a problem. We're here to answer your questions. But I do ceramic my windows. I just watched the video on super clean windows with the yellow Porsche. Can I do that with a small crack on my window? Yes, you can. And just know that someone who repairs windshields, because that's what I used to do, can actually fill a small crack. And if you're wanting to have it filled without replacing the windshield, do that before you do all of that to your windshield. So Nick, how was the leveling of the 5-year?
It was a joy.
Yeah.
The leveling of the 5-year feels a little different than our Type 2s.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, the key to all of this, level 1, secondary applicator. That's how you have to think about it. And I just go in straight lines. Freeboard 400.
Yep.
No pressure, and I go in circles. I don't think that's how you have to think about it.
No.
But that has been a nice little hack for me.
Yeah.
Because, I'm in my head a lot, and these are slightly different coatings, right? The technology has improved.
Right.
We have fantastic gloss from this 5-year, and it is an absolute joy to use.
Now,
let's talk about Hydrate?
Yeah, but read that question.
Next question. Kyle says, can you talk about how to handle high spots on the Type 3 coatings? Any differences between the 1, 3, 5, and Hydrate?
No. So high spots, extremely easy to deal with. Within 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, just wipe it with a towel. That's all you should need to do. If it's been there a couple hours, put a bit on your applicator, rub it in, rub it off immediately. If it's been longer than that, microfiber towel, bit of app, and do that. Now, we're looking at this and it's still very easy to move. So you can see the tic-tac-toe board there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we got an O, let's do an X there. So yeah, not a problem. It takes a while.
Yeah, windows are just a really nice place to kind of gauge where you're at as it relates to what the coating is going to look like. If you're someone who's never applied a coating before, it might be possible to start on Windows.
Yeah.
If you're freaking out about it and just want to do like a test panel, would that ever be a thing you'd do?
Yeah, you can.
Like, I don't want to mess up my new Forerunner. Like, let me just do a window and see if Ivan's methods work.
Right. Now, if we wanted to level this right now, we can. There's no point in doing so. There's no rush. And let's go to the 3-year.
There's a lot of gloss happening on the passenger side of this Forerunner. Ivan, I don't know what we did with these plastics. We didn't really prep them, did we?
We did no prep whatsoever.
We didn't. So would you normally polish plastic before coating it?
Yes.
Yeah. But this one we coated. I don't think we did the 5-year here.
No.
And this is like way smoother. I shouldn't be doing that, should I? Touching the coating.
Well,
Whatever.
you can, yeah.
It's fine. It's textured plastic on a car. But I digress.
3-year has reduced graphene oxide in it, which means shake, 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 shake.
We shake a lot for the 1 year because it has graphene, and the 3-year as well.
Yeah.
But the 3-year is not our old 3-year, which also had graphene oxide. So talk about the new 3-year coating.
Yep.
What's in it, and why someone might want to use it.
So what's in it is the same as the Hydrate, it's the same as the 5 years, it's the same as the 1 year. That is TEOS, tetraethyl orthosilicate, silicon dioxide, silicon carbide, and of course a few carrier solvents. Now, what makes them different from the 1 year to the 3 year to the 5 year? First of all, solid content. So 30% solid content, 45, 60, and 83 for the Hydrate. So very high solids. The other thing is the mix of tetraethyl orthosilicate with SiO2 and silicon carbide changes from one coating to the other depending on what we're wanting. And we wanted that super warm glow from the Hydrate. That means more silicon carbide and more TEOS. For the 5 year, we wanted more of that candy-like gloss. TEOS, still the primary ingredient there, but a little more silicon dioxide or SiO2. In the 3 year, we want a coating A, super easy to apply. B, the other thing is, with that reduced graphene oxide component, now we're introducing better water spot resistance.
Yeah. There's more questions coming, and there's more coating to install, but not much.
Yeah. So
of the 4, how would you? Well, why don't you show? Less telling, more showing.
Yeah. So 8 drops on my applicator here, and there it is.
8 drops, 8 to 10 to start, right?
Yeah.
And then we do like maybe 2 to 3 on subsequent panels, and that goes for all of our coatings?
Right. So again, super easy to apply. And I'm going to do what I was talking about before. So I'll put a nice thick line at the top here because I have way too much on my applicator. Normally, like I said, we start it on the hood or something like that. Then I'm going to go in circular motions. Now, one thing that a lot of people have commented on, flip your hand around in your applicator. Now my arm is in a much nicer, simpler position. I go down to the bottom, I come back up, I pick up some of that excess, and I bring it back down. I come back up, again, 50% overlap, nice circles, pick up some of that excess, and bring it down the panel. So now I've always got a nicely well-lubed applicator. It's just gliding across the surface. Now, the 3-year...
Are you stressing out, Ivan? Is this a very difficult thing to do?
Oh, yeah, it's extremely difficult. Have you ever known me to be stressed, Nick?
No, I interrupted you.
Yeah.
Ivan just makes it look so easy.
Well, because it is easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
One comment Ivan made to me when we were doing coating installation this week was just, why are you rocking the car, Nick? I was doing this and I was doing that. And it's just like, be like Ivan. Just get into the flow of things. This is really not stressful at all.
Right. Now, this is the last application we'll be doing today. We have some more leveling to do. But I just want to show you. Some people, when they use this applicator, so this is how we use the applicator. And you don't want to have, if this is the panel, you don't want to be up like this. This is not a good idea. You want to be as flat as possible. If you're having problems staying flat, flip your hand around, use the back side. You're going to stay flatter. Your applicator is not going to fly out of your hands. Someone whose applicator flies out of their hands because they're like this on the panel instead of like that. You want to use as even and as least amount of pressure possible.
People are going to ask, do you ceramic coat this trim next to the window? Boom.
Like that? Yes.
Ivan's like, yes.
And
Hold my beer.
This is a rental car, so we're permitted to do this. We paid the extra insurance. But anyways.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's just do half of this B pillar here.
Ivan, you're a wild man, you know that? Wild and crazy guy.
And no prep whatsoever.
Did we wash the?
We washed it, yes.
I think we washed it.
I washed it, yes. So you can see how it brings a nice shine to this plastic. Now, on a matte vehicle, matte paint, you can use all of our coatings with the exception of Hydrate. Not that you can't use Hydrate, but it's going to make your matte much glossier.
And look at how that just improves the visual of that plastic, right?
Yeah.
And it darkens it. And that's going to give your vehicle kind of a meaner, cleaner look.
Yep.
Which is a scientific term, I think, meaner and cleaner. The glossiest stack or coating in our Type 3 lineup, Ivan, that's a question that just came in. I don't know who asked it.
The Hydrate, so the 8-3 stack is by far the glossiest. I'll refer you to the video that Sylvie and I did on our little Fiat X19. The gloss on that car is phenomenal. And I drove it 3,000 miles from here back to Quebec. It's still glossy and slick. Now the 3 years, more like our traditional, or more like a traditional coating in the sense that you could level it right now. It's not any more difficult. It's not a problem to level.
All these have instant bond technology,
Right.
so you could literally level them right away. The question is, when you put this towel on the paint, are you seeing the perforation? And I am.
Yes.
So it's wild that this one, I think we were maybe respecting more. It's the 5-year, you know. But really, I don't know if you can see all the little dots, the perforations, kind of the indentations. But I put that into the coating, and I could still see them, which tells me it's a little early. It's not too early. Go ahead and level. Insurance towel, you're good. But do you want to get your level 1 towel all wet, Ivan?
No.
On the first panel?
No,
No,
you
I
don't.
want to end my coating application and leveling with this towel not wet at all. I put
Right.
this in the wash bucket when I'm done, so it doesn't get all those, you know, coating.
Yes.
It doesn't cross-link and
Right.
then make this no longer.
Yeah, and that ties in well to Dylan's question.
Okay, I can tell you wanted to ask it. I can just tell when Ivan's like, "Shut up, Nick," you know, and so I get a little in my head. It's been a long week.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Ivan.
Dylan's question: after a wash, clay and seal, do I have to clean your clay towel due to the ceramic? Any other tips? So basically, as you're doing the wash, clay, and seal, you're putting your decontamination towel back in your wash bucket. Let it sit there for 10 or 15 minutes. That's going to stop the cross-linking of the ceramic. And then from there, rinse out your decontamination towel, let it dry, then put it away. It's that simple. Don't overthink the decontamination towel.
I'm looking at this. I'm seeing more of it kind of turn to clear. So we want about 50% of that oil slick on water look to disappear. If I need to, I can put this back in the paint. Boy, I still see the perforations.
Yeah, we wanted to make this easy for you. And there's no more stress of, I only can do half a panel before I level. No, you can at least do 1 panel. Now, down here, remember, Nick, it was a little thicker up here.
Yes, it was.
If you look down here, we have about 50% of that oil slick on water
for sure.
is gone.
Yep.
So now we can level.
I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just treating this as my secondary applicator, right, Ivan?
Yep. Now, while you're doing that, sun track, I don't know how to polish, but plan to learn. Great. I'm starting a business. Is this a process, something I should offer, or just doing on my regular detail? Polishing is something you don't do on a regular detail. Polishing is something that your customer should be paying for, and you should be selling that as a separate service. By the way, I have a YouTube channel called Detailer's Business Academy. Someone will probably put a link here. But Detailer's Business Academy, short, very small videos that I go into the business of detailing. The other thing is, there's an app called We Are Detailing. You should download that app. Anyone should download that app. It's free, first of all. Secondly, it gives you a great insight on detailing, and they're very short, to the point lessons. Kelly Detail Co. Can you stack the 3-year on a C6 diamond? If so, is there any benefit? Yes, you can do so. Now, stacking brand new diamond and then putting that on, no. But after a year or two, your diamond is starting to show a bit of life or a bit of wear, then yes, you can add the 3-year on top. But the C6 coatings should not be stacked.
So, secondary applicator.
Yeah.
With the level 1. Nice, easy, circular motions.
Right.
With the Freebird 400. I even leveled this.
Right.
It's interesting, I can see the high spots or the oil slick on water from the 1 year still over there.
Yes, because I didn't level that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's no problem at all. There's no stress,
No.
right?
Now, this B pillar, we can still see the difference between the 5 and the B pillar here quite clearly, but where we did the 3-year, we don't see it. And that is that added solids content.
That line, what is it, about right here, Ivan?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
But before Sylvie walked, you mind just, I think it's right there.
Yeah,
So
it's
maybe
very, very
for
hard
your
to see.
eyes, if you see how it's darker here and then lighter up there, we didn't polish this, we didn't prep it, but to the eyes, this is less dark than, this has a richer, darker look than that. Anyways, these
It's a
coatings
very
change
minimal,
the
yeah.
visual appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, and now some of you just arrived here, and before this live stream, we did a little experiment. We put some Hydrate on just a little area of the hood here. We didn't, polish this, nothing. This is what the Hydrate has done to this little square. Now the compression here on YouTube is a little off, but as Sylvie moves around, you'll be able to see the light there, and you can see just how much it filled.
Ivan, I'm gonna put these in the meantime. I don't know which towel's which. I'm putting these all in my wash bucket.
Yeah.
Because we don't want the ceramic to get into these towels, right?
Correct.
What happens by putting these in my wash bucket immediately after the job?
So that stops the ceramic from cross-linking, meaning that you can actually put them in your laundry afterwards. Once they've been in the wash bucket, let them soak for a few minutes. Same thing with the applicators. Then launder is normal and you can reuse these. Most of the towels we're using today, we've used before on other jobs. We're not concerned about that. So
In the rinseless wash bucket, right?
I'll
The
let you,
surfactants in
rinseless
there.
or soap,
Yeah.
as long as it has surfactant.
Okay, Ivan's got something to do and I've got something to say. Cali Detail Co. asked about the stack. We're
Yeah.
ready for the next question. If we get it, 189 people are watching.
Wow, thank you.
1 year haven't leveled yet. 3 year
Yeah.
just leveled. 5 year just leveled. Adore this coating. The Hydrate coating we have not yet leveled because we're giving it time. We have patience. We
Yeah.
don't have stress. And we know it fills.
Yeah, now it's been about 40 minutes since I applied this. More than enough to get around the vehicle. And we can see the oil slick on water in some areas. So what looks like high spots, and that's what a high spot will look like. So that oil slick on water look, I leveled this little corner before, but up here, we've got all these oil slick on water looks, and there's another one here, sort of a rainbow effect. They're a little too low for Sylvie with her current setup there. So anyways, there's a big one right there. Don't know if we can focus in on it. And there's some up there. But this has been, yeah, it's been on the surface 40 some minutes and bingo.
Are you stressed now?
No, they're all leveled. Everything is good.
So you're at a zero stress mode
Yes.
after 40 minutes, leaving a ceramic coating to sit there.
Yep, and now it's leveled.
I leveled mine right away. You took 40 minutes to level, Ivan.
Yep.
Who did it better? Which one's gonna give you more durability?
So the applied with the applicator will give you a little more durability. The amount of time waiting for leveling makes no difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
A question here from Braxton Bitter. How many passes with gold standard polish with
Yep.
the yellow waffle pad is best for a deep clean and a light polish?
So 3 passes. And when we say 3 passes, let's pretend, well, let me get a polishing pad. I'll be right back. We happen to have some here.
I
So-
thought I left a high spot. It's just this paint is so trashed, Ivan.
Yeah,
from,
it's
from
bad.
the rental car wash express.
So your pad, 1 pass means we're going this way. The center of the pad is here, and the pad leaves a line there. I'm going to take the center of the pad, move it here. Now, I would just move like this, but that center line of the pad, and we'll leave the edge here. I would go here, then 50% overlap, and then 50% overlap. So that is 1 pass. Now, a lot of people teach, and so do I, that you do left, right, up, down, left, right for your section, and that's considered 1 section pass. Now, for myself, I also like to do left, right, going away from me, left, right, coming back to me, and left, right, going away from me. Ends up being the same. I'm doing the same number of passes. It's just the way I'm moving is a little different.
Question for you.
Yes.
This comes from Tim. Is Hydrate still fairly difficult to see on white paint? Because we know that white paint is the most difficult to coat because you can't see it usually once it's on there.
Every coating is difficult to see on white paint. Hydrate, because of its thickness, it's a little better. Now, speaking of Hydrate, let's do a little leveling experiment.
Is it time for Hydrate?
Oh, it's been about 40 minutes. So,
Okay, let's check it out.
At least 30 minutes. And there we go. So we'll do just half the window here. So I've done my initial leveling, and you can see that it's not all gone. There's still some stuff there. I'm not worried about that. With your first leveling towel, that's not the goal. And then you come back with your secondary towel. And look at that.
Look at that. Can you see it on camera?
It's glossy, it's shiny, it's slick.
You see the line.
Yeah.
Mike Kaufman says full decon before a week later coat of Hydrate.
If it's been driven a lot during that week, at least rinse and wash with the decontamination towel. Maybe not the iron remover and all that, but yes, you want to make sure you're as clean a surface as possible.
Right. So Ivan's got a leveling towel in his hand
Yep.
and the Freebird 400.
And I'm leveling half the panel here.
Hydrate, available at DIYDetail.com for 20% off all of our ceramic coatings this weekend. You can think of it like an Easter sale.
Yes.
20% off. We're going to do a giveaway pretty soon. Ivan, we're almost at an hour on this live stream.
Yep.
Tell me about the leveling process with Hydrate right now. What are you experiencing?
Ease, simplicity, no stress whatsoever. So this side is leveled, and you can see the gloss. You can see the glow that this paint has.
Having polished this firsthand, I just one-stepped it. I know there's a lot of deep stuff left in this paint. I
Yeah.
don't see any of it right now. Like literally, it just feels like I am looking at
Brand new
showroom
paint, yeah.
Showroom paint, right?
Well, don't insult the car. Showroom paint is never in good condition, Nick. But yeah,
You want to go up to there? Yep, I don't think you fully got up to there.
there we go.
There we go. Yeah, the only reason Hydrate might feel different to you is if you try to level it too soon.
Yeah, and like Nick said, I'm treating this as a secondary applicator, so I'm just going over the surface.
Because as he goes, I'm still seeing lines where he's wiped, and
Yeah.
that's okay. It's not trying to get everything gone in this step.
Yeah, and I'm gonna leave it there. Now, take your time. Do this, maybe do a couple panels. If you've applied to the whole car, do a couple panels, let this off gas a little bit more, and then come back with your secondary towel.
Patience is such an important part of detailing, and
Yeah.
a lot of detailers, myself included, struggle with it.
And then from there, no pressure whatsoever. Level the coating.
What impresses you most about Hydrate, Ivan?
The simplicity and the results. The results are just phenomenal. I've been in the coating or detailing industry for a long time, been dealing with coatings for over 3 decades now, and it's amazing what this coating can do. I've never seen a coating do this before. And Sylvie can attest to that. She's seen as many coatings as I have, and her first impressions were, wow.
It's just gonna really help you, I think, as a detailer, not have to spend all that extra time on the paint correction side.
Yes.
Most vehicles, really are gonna do well with a one-step polish, Ivan.
Yep.
We preserve the clear coat, we don't rip too much of it off, we shine it up, we gloss it up, and even from here, I don't know. Am I crazy? Does that back panel look a lot glossier than the other one?
A little bit, yeah.
Or am I just trying to see things because it's a psychological thing?
No, there is a little extra gloss there for sure.
It could be. It could have been just the angle. Ivan, what are you doing now? You trying to
I
maybe
just saw
knock down the high
what
spots?
looked like a high spot there, so the seam between the two.
Yep.
So that's simple. Now let's.
Oh yeah, I noticed that, and it's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get your computer out, Nick, so we can see the questions a little better, and we'll answer your questions.
Is protected paint happy paint, Ivan?
Yes, and the person driving a car with protected paint is a happy person too.
Do I still need gloves for this?
We don't know. We might be answering a question that involves us detailing again.
I think it might involve you detailing, Ivan.
Okay.
Let's talk about the next question, which I can read on my phone here, and then I'll get my computer
Well,
out.
I'll get the phone while you get your computer
Okay,
started
Mike
up.
still had the same question, actually.
Yeah, okay. So next question, Sam?
So if I'm a beginner at home, Ivan, what's the coating I should grab? What's the one I should, I mean, I don't know what to get. Is there a kit for that on the internet?
We have kits, and they're on sale right now. But all of our coatings are super simple to apply. You just saw it here. There's nothing weird. There's nothing strange about them. If you've never applied a coating before, probably the easiest one to apply is Hydrate. If you have applied coatings before, Hydrate takes a bit of an adaptation. There's a bit of a change there, but once you get it figured out, you're good.
Sylvia,
Yeah.
I can't sit here. This is not okay for me to sit here. I'm blocking that panel. We need to be able to see the Hydrate panel behind me. It's so shiny. All right, Kevin Bartel says, could you theoretically apply Hydrate, wait 1 week to apply a second coat, and then use the 8-3 stack for the second coat?
Yes, you could. I don't know what the results would be like. I've never gone that far, but I'm sure they would be spectacular, to say the least.
Well, Ivan loves quick beads on his wheels, and I was like, I'm going to do a ceramic coating wheel video. So that's going to be on the House of Rags YouTube on Sunday. You don't want to waste time. You don't want to expend more effort than is necessary. Tell me your philosophy on ceramic coating wheels, new, old, versus quick beads after every wash.
Brand new wheels, I'm definitely going to ceramic coat them before mounting them on a vehicle. When I buy a new car, I take the wheels off, I ceramic coat them there. If it's a used vehicle, I'm not worried about it. It's quick beads all the way. And once I have ceramic coated a wheel, quick beads every time.
Yeah.
So I don't wash wheels without quick beads.
Well, his question reminded me of what I did with the wheel, which is you don't really need to do this, but it's kind of fun to do it. Jorge says if your old car is a bit scratched, you don't want to go crazy polishing and killing clear coat. A second application of Hydrate a week after will actually help fill those scratches?
It will help fill a little bit. The first application of Hydrate is the one that will fill the most. The second one is going to give you a little better, but not the same amount of effect as the first one.
I think Jorge was asking for a friend. That's
Yes.
that's the vibe I got.
Yeah.
So if you had a car like this, you've seen Jorge's car. It's got some clear coat failure. The hood does. Or the
Yeah,
roof?
one of them has clear coat failure. So Sylvie and I were at Jorge's a couple of months ago. So question, how long does the C6 Hydro Glass last after opening? Minimum a year. Don't worry about that. And on the windshield, how long does it last? Depends on your driving style.
Ivan, we're almost an hour into this. What do you feel in your heart of hearts we should give away?
I'm thinking a Hydrate myself.
A Hydrate?
Yes.
This guy, I was thinking like a 1-year coating. You're a generous man. Okay, when are we going to give it away?
In about 5 minutes.
In about 5 minutes. Let's get to more questions.
Yeah.
Approved Workman says, how do you avoid holograms when polishing?
Proper technique. So, and the pad choice. First of all, holograms are generally associated with our friend the rotary. And there are 3 ways to automatically get holograms. Put your tool up on an angle. So instead of being flat on the panel, like this, you've got your tool up on an angle like that. That is definitely going to give you holograms. The other thing is, use a flat foam pad. That almost guaranteed to give you holograms. Lastly, too high a speed or too high a pressure, again, a great way to get holograms. You don't want to get holograms, speed 1, no pressure, waffle pad, flat, beautiful results every time.
Paint is plastic.
Yes, your paint is a plastic. Don't overheat it.
Good advice, Ivan. Good
Yeah.
advice. La Muerte says, what happens if there's high humidity when applying ceramic coatings? Can I or should I wait for a sunnier day?
High humidity is fine. You're just going to have to adapt your speed of, not the application, but the leveling. So the higher humidity, the faster you're going to have to level.
And coatings are humidity cured.
Correct, yes.
All right. Didn't know if there's any more you wanted to add there.
No, it's just, you have to adapt to your temperature, your humidity. Is it in direct sunlight? Are you in an air-conditioned shop? There's all sorts of variables. We're giving you the longest times possible, but there are instances where you'll apply Hydrate to one panel, you'll apply it to the second panel, you'll leveling the first because you're in direct sunlight on a black car on a hot, humid day.
I just keep awkwardly pointing toward the panel we coated with Hydrate.
Yes.
Tell me it doesn't look blacker, Ivan.
It does, yes.
It's serious. Like that rear
quarter panel.
I was gonna say fender. That rear quarter panel looks darker.
Yes.
Like Hydrate ceramic coating. We were about to give it away in this live stream, so stay tuned. It is it's different.
Yes.
And it's just about waiting a little bit longer than you're used to level, and it's
Yeah.
a breeze. Next question, can PPF be polished? And if so, Chris asks,
Yeah.
what type of pad?
Either our gold waffle pad or our red waffle pad will work. You're not going to get deep scratches. You're not going to get much out of PPF. What you are doing is cleaning it, and that's why you'd be polishing PPF. PPF, a lot of people don't realize this, but 5 years, it's time to replace it. PPF is not permanent. It's not something that stays on your car for the life of the car. You want to remove it before it becomes difficult to remove, and then put new on if you need PPF.
And if you're a detailer getting a 10-year-old car and they ask you to remove the PPF, you better talk to them about if this rips your clear coat off,
Yes.
you're not going to charge or sue me.
Yeah.
Because there's danger in that process. So you should know that as a detailer.
And get it in writing.
Braxton says, when coating a white car, LOL, are there any tips for helping to see the oil and water look before using the level 1 towel?
Yes, less light. So you can angle yourself down. Don't go for a bright light, go for a subdued light. The other thing is apply a little to one of the windows and you can see it on the window, and then judge your timing from what you see on the window.
Yeah, timing is not a stressful thing.
No.
Not with our Type 3 coatings.
No, definitely. And especially the 1 year and the Hydrate, those are the two most forgiving when it comes to timing.
And the fact that the Hydrate is the most forgiving with timing if you give it more time, and it's like the most filling. I mean, look at that panel. Wow. Next question. How many seconds, More Family asks, do you suggest, oh, your camera went down, Sylvie.
Oh.
How many seconds do you suggest shaking the 1 and 3 year coatings? Sorry guys, that was a little gimbal malfunction. It happens. It happens. But yeah, the question is, how many seconds do you suggest shaking the 1 and 3 year coatings, Ivan?
I give it 5 or 10 seconds. You don't have to shake for half an hour.
Wait, the question was about shaking and the camera shook.
Yes. Coincidence? We don't know.
We really don't.
Yeah.
There's power in the ceramic. You know that these coatings are actually pro grade, Ivan? I mean, these are meant for professionals, but they're easy enough for the DIYer. Talk about that a little bit, and how many of our customers are pros?
Yeah, and the reason I'm laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Give me that. So Sylvie's behind the camera.
Sylvie just did one of
doing
these.
this. Yeah.
She's our producer.
Yeah.
We don't say the right things.
Yeah.
I was pretty smooth with her though.
Yeah, you were, but
I'm a pro.
I couldn't resist laughing. Yes.
I was a broadcaster. They'd say something in my ear, and you gotta transition.
So definitely, they are professional grade coatings, and the line has long since evaporated between pro coatings and consumer coatings. The consumers of today are very different than what we had 20 years ago. And so are the coatings. The coatings are so easy to apply, they make waxes seem difficult to apply. The other thing is the quality of the ingredients. We can't put out, or no company can put out an inferior coating today and survive. You need to have the best technology for everyone. And that is something that is in our coating. So there's no difference in technology in terms of durability, et cetera, between a pro coating and what's considered a consumer coating. Now we have our C6 line. The C6 line for now is pro only. We're working on that. But at the same time, they have our friend, the refined detonated nanodiamonds. So they are a more expensive component.
There's not a coating in here, Ivan. But when you get yours, it will be wrapped in plastic with a bottle of Hydrate, an applicator. Someone in the live stream right now in the chat is going to win themselves a bottle of Hydrate. The only caveat is you got to be in the upper 48, lower 48.
Lower 48. Yeah.
We just can't
Alaska is the upper one.
The upper one.
Yeah.
And then Hawaii. We're just not shipping internationally. So we need a trivia question.
Yes.
I know your brain never stops thinking of things, so I think you're the guy to come up with it.
I haven't thought of one yet.
Okay, why don't you answer a question and I'll think of one.
So Mike is asking, speaking of which, why do detailers overthink things? It's part of our DNA. It's part of who we are. Detailers go for details and specifics, and overthinking, it's an easy rabbit hole to go down.
I've got the question.
Yes.
It might be too easy. Should I veer away from too easy?
No,
too easy is good. That means the most of you watching who have listened at all could get this right. With the adhesion promoter polish, what is the upper number for how long you can leave it on the paint? So how long could I wait after applying this to wipe it off before ceramic coating? What is the upper amount of time? The most amount of time I can wait before wiping this off. If you get it right, a bottle of Hydrate is yours.
25, 24, 20.
Oh,
Is it more family?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's go up here just to double check.
Yeah, no, that's when it started. So more family, you're the first one, 48 hours.
Yes, so it's anywhere from 0 seconds, really.
Yeah,
right after you
immediately to 48 hours, but you
Yep.
said the upper limit,
Yep,
48
yep.
hours.
Okay, so more family, please email Sam, info@diydetail.com. Sam's obviously on our customer service team, wonderful member of the
Yes.
DIY Detail team, and he just put that up on the screen for us. So thank you, Sam, and thanks to the more family. So enjoy Hydrate.
Yeah.
That's exciting. If you didn't win, you can get 20% off any of our coatings that you see on the table here. I don't know, Sylvie, can they see this? It looks like the banner's covering it up. Maybe we could.
Well,
give 'em a little-
yeah, that's fine. The banner is not always there. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, they can see all of our. It's
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
All of these. You want a coating? How about the Hydrate?
Yeah.
Ivan, the 5-year. Ivan, the 3-year. I'm going crazy. I'm hyping it up. 20% off Easter weekend sale on our ceramic coatings.
25% off the kits.
Yeah.
So
we're here for your questions,
yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
it's as if you're in a training with Ivan and he's just showing you how to do it, and now
Yeah.
you have questions for Ivan.
Right. So next question.
Next question. You came here to learn how to ceramic coat, and we're here for it.
Yep.
Ivan, why would you want to ceramic coat a car? I mean, I'm not even joking. Like, what is the why?
The why, ease of maintenance, durability of your paint, the protection, the gloss, the slickness, chemical resistance, all of that is why you want a ceramic coating. Plus, you want your car to look better.
I love the shining gloss. I love
Yeah.
the ease of clean. Question from Juan Diaz says, when I was applying the 1-year coating, it came like a dark color. Is that normal?
Yes, that is the reduced graphene oxide, so that's normal that it has sort of a grayish dark color to it.
And Juan was the one earlier who said, I'm worried that I messed something up. Can I try it again next week? Yes, with the 1 year, you can literally apply it after every wash.
Yeah.
If you wanted to,
Yeah.
just don't spray it on wet paint like a spray sealant. The 1 year is not a spray sealant, Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
It is a coating you apply to dry, clean paint.
Right.
Preferably decontaminated and
Yep.
polished first. All right. Scythe Lovelace says, I purchased the Type 2 5.3 stack before the release of the Type 3 coatings. Do I need to buy a new 5.3 stack, or can I purchase the 1 year as a topper for what I currently have?
No, just use what you have. They're great coatings. They're spectacular coatings. Yes, we've improved, but it doesn't mean that the previous coatings were bad. No, use what you have. You don't need to top them. You don't need to do anything like that.
No, and especially with the Type 2, the stack,
Yeah.
everyone raves about the stack. So
Yeah.
you're in great hands with that stack. I mean, unless you just really want to spend money, in which case we have a 20% off sale on all our coatings right
Yes.
now. But if you were my best friend, if you were my brother and you said, hey, I have the 5.3 stack, do I need to get these? I would say, because you already have those, no. Like, those are awesome. Just the prep is what you want to focus on.
Yeah.
Do the prep right, and those coatings are going to perform great for you.
So, dark bloom, I think. Anyways.
Dark bloom.
Yeah.
I live near an industrial area and marine industries. What should I do if I coated a truck in a 3-year DIY coating but had industrial paint contaminating the surface? What's the process to bring it back?
So depending on how bad that is, if you can actually see it and feel it, then you probably need to use a razor blade. We have on our channel a video describing decontaminating with a razor blade. It sounds really harsh. It's actually the safest way to decontaminate your paint when you have such heavy contamination. If not, the decontamination towel.
I have to do this. I'm a walk and talk guy. I was in broadcasting.
Yeah.
This panel was coated with Hydrate. It is darker than this one.
The plastic one.
This,
Yeah.
even the plastic is darker. See the plastic? Darker than that. I'm just saying, Hydrate fills, Hydrate darkens. Hydrate it's a different type of coating, folks. We hope, if you're thinking about coating your car, you'll learn something here and you consider using Hydrate. They're all great, Ivan.
Yes.
They're all great. Next question from Timothy. Which coating has the best hydrophobics? Does Hydrate have good hydrophobics?
Yes, it definitely has the highest hydrophobics, the highest resistance to clogging as well.
When did we finish?
Just when we finish.
Because I think it might
Yeah,
be kind
no,
of,
we will. Yeah,
we'll do a hydrophobics test live.
Yeah,
shall we?
you'll see water on these by the end of this live stream.
Yeah, we'll wait till right at the end, or I don't know when, but like
Yeah,
wait
1
an
hour after application. So yeah.
We'll do it at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll do a hydrophobics test if y'all want to know how these all look. Lamb Chops Chop Shop says, I know it's discontinued, but it's Hydro8 Instant Bond technology too. Have a couple of bottles still.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All our coatings from Type 1 up have been, or Type 2 up, and all the C6 coatings are Instant Bond.
Perfect. Jorge says, I know I asked before, but for teaching purposes, for us people without a garage, would you still recommend Hydrate? What can you tell us about the difference? And is it too hard if you level it sooner?
No, it's not too hard if you level it sooner. It's just you might have to go, use an extra towel or two. But working outside where you are is fine. Don't worry about it. It's going to be actually very easy for you. And you have a dark colored car. You're working in direct sunlight in Miami. You're actually going to love Hydrate because you can apply to one panel, apply to the second panel, and go back to the first and level it. In that direct sunlight, it's actually helpful.
Do you want to give away the Ivan LaCroix secret hack trick in an emergency? Customers coming in 2 minutes, you need to level Hydrate, you've run out of time, or should we save that for our YouTube video?
We'll save that for a video, but no, we can tell it. Basically, if you have an issue where you have to level it sooner than later, it hasn't sat on there too long, you're leveling and you get what looks like high spots, there's 2 cures to that. One, let it go. It's going to be fine. It will self-level. The other one is use a damp, low nap towel. So use a level 1 towel with water. Ideally distilled or deionized water. And just wrung out till it's almost dry. Go over the panel quickly and go back over with a Freebird 400.
Did I like the method as dry, wet, dry? Is that what worked for me?
Yeah, that's what worked for you.
Yeah, so I did a dry level 1, barely damp level 1.
Yeah.
And this is just because we had a customer who was like 5 minutes away and it had just been a time crunch situation.
Yeah.
So if you ever run into that, all right. Andrew says, if we want to do a double Hydrate with a week in between, does this change the benefit and our process of stacking?
No. So the more you do, the less the benefits. So the one application of Hydrate gives you, spectacular change. After that, it's already done what it's going to do. Putting more on is not necessarily a good thing. Now, if you want to stack, the best stack would be the 8 or Hydrate with the 3-year. Then you can also do the Hydrate with the 1-year if you want to. Those are great stacks. But the actual stacking of Hydrate and then waiting a week or two, putting Hydrate on, yes, it will give you a marginal benefit. And if you want to use up the bottle because there's only one car in your complete entourage, you're the only one with a car, you don't have friends that could use a coating, then sure, do that.
You don't have anything else that could get coated?
Yeah.
You don't want to coat your vacuum or your trash can?
No, or your phone or
your fridge or whatever,
your appliances.
There's always something else to coat, right, Evan?
Yeah, and speaking of the stack, Nick.
We're gonna stack.
Yes.
We promised the stack.
Well, we said 1 to 48 hours. We're not quite at the the stack is 1 to 8 hours. We're not quite at the 1 hour mark, but we're getting close.
So if we're gonna do a hydrophobics test, Ivan, how would we do that in this live stream and stack?
Well, the stack portion of it won't be as relevant, but you'll see.
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
We'll do it for the people. It's a rental car.
Yeah.
All right. Wadzi says, I just bought a new black car and the dealer wash squirrels are driving me crazy since the car is new. What's the best process to get it in the best condition I can? So Ivan, wash.
So yeah, wash, decontaminate, and then polish. Now, we have a couple ways to make polishing easy. If you don't own a polisher and you've never polished before, you want a quick, simple way of doing it, get yourself a random orbital sander. They're inexpensive. You can buy one at Harbor Freight or whatever hardware store you want, or you can find a used one online. And then get either our gold or our yellow waffle pad or the wool pad and give that a try.
This is the yellow waffle pad for the DA. And I mean, I've been singing its praises for a long time.
Yes.
I love the wool I love the wool DA cutting pad with gold standard polish. That's what I did on this paint.
Yeah.
Was it perfect? No, but I stopped chasing perfection a long time ago because there's no such thing as perfect paint.
No.
So this is a little more aggressive.
Yep.
It may not give you the finish you're after. I almost always get the finish I'm after. Do you remember a time where we did the wool and I was like, I think we need to two-step this. I haven't done that with you. So
no.
This is very, very effective.
Yeah.
But this is a little, I guess, more likely to just give you shine and gloss. No matter what, you can't mess it up.
Yeah, this is if you're only going to have one pad in your life, this is the one to have.
And what machine will we use?
Well, the 25 millimeter DA. Now we have the corded versions, we have the cord-free versions, But the 25 millimeter DA, and let me show you just how big this stroke is. This is extremely important. You're going to get a better finish with a 25 millimeter with the wool pad than any other polisher on the market, because A, they're designed to work together. That longer stroke, so that larger circle that the pad is going around, similar to a rotary, think of it, rotary gives you the better finish, it's a nice big circle. This has a 1-inch circle as opposed to, or 25 millimeter, as opposed to, let's say, a 12 or an 8 or a 15 or a 21 millimeter circle. The larger that circle is, the smoother the abrasive is moving over the surface and the better your finish.
And with a 25 millimeter, movement on this machine,
Yeah.
it also cuts paradoxically aggressively enough to get you a lot of defect removal.
Yes.
So with this combination, I'm telling you guys, this is like a money maker. This wool pad with gold standard polish. But if you just need to gloss up paint, this cuts well and give you a great finish.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what you do. So you wash the contaminant, you polish,
Yep.
and then you ceramic coat.
Exactly. Now, Nick, keep answering questions. I'm going to stack a little bit here.
Dixie Overland says, question, would Hydrate, Ivan's about to lay down the stack, folks, for the first time in recorded history, I think, on YouTube, with our Type 3 coatings. Do we have any Type 3s stack videos yet?
Yes, the Fiat.
Oh, the Fiat, okay. Well, I guess I was wrong. Dixie Overland says, would Hydrate be appropriate for a 50-year-old car with some spots where the paint has cracked, or is wax a better option? The goal would be to preserve and protect remaining paint.
Hydrate would be great there. And actually, let me.
So
I'll even stack
would you
the
be okay
glass.
to maybe? I think we want to get a close up of this, don't we, Ivan?
Not yet. We don't.
Okay,
need
not
to.
yet. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we're stacking the glass and the paint.
Yeah, and I'll do the same here.
Wow, Ivan, you're going for it. So we're doing the 5-3 stack and the 8-3 stack.
No, we're doing the 5-1 and the 8-1.
Oh, that's a 1 year.
Yep.
Why'd you choose the 1 year to stack with instead of the 3 year?
It's just the one I grabbed off the table.
Okay, so either one. What's the difference between stacking with the 1 year after an hour,
Yeah.
or the 3 year after an hour?
3 year will give you a little more gloss, a little more depth. But the 1 year is a stack that people need to learn about because it actually is a fun thing to do, not too expensive. You can coat like at least 10 cars out of this bottle. So
I don't know how to quantify it, but that 1 year coating is fun. I
Yeah.
promise you. I did a Nick at Night video about it. I was smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah.
You're just spraying it on a towel. It's a good time. Because you may not have an extra applicator sitting around, Ivan,
no.
but the towel method makes that 1 year just so low stress for
Yeah.
me. All right. So Conan says, does app remove very small imperfections? I have your 5 year going on a brand new car. What process should I do? Will app do any paint correction?
The app will not do any correction. It'll do some enhancement. It'll bring out some gloss. If you have a scratch, don't worry. App is not removing that scratch.
And then what else should he do?
Gold standard polish. If
So-
you want to remove scratches, gold standard polish. If you want to prepare for coating, app. App has a bit, and I say a very, very little amount. Yeah.
You want to sit down? or-
Well, actually, I'm going to go
Oh, you're
level
gonna go
that.
back, okay.
It has a very, very small amount of cut in it or abrasion in it, but not enough to actually do the job.
Laxton, auto detailer, says, Hydrate replacing the finishing polishing step. I saw the video with the classic car and zero polishing. Microfiber cutting disc plus compound. Hydrate will take out the haze from DA plus compound or rotary. Thank you.
It will, yes. So it's not going to fill it completely, but you saw that section that we did on the front of the vehicle there. And, it does help. What I suggest with Hydrate is do a test spot and see if you need to cut more. The slickness here, Nick, I think the official term is off the charts.
Really?
Yeah, so the line visually is very, very hard to perceive. I can see it on the window here, actually.
Okay.
So right there is the line. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's actually lighter here and darker there. But the slickness, though, this is super slick. And you get here, and there's like zero resistance whatsoever.
I don't have a.
Okay, well, let me level the.
I want to do what the car owner does at home, where they just put their hands all over the paint after you coat it, and you're like, don't touch it. Oh my gosh, I did it anyway, Evan. But I did it like the back of the finger.
Yeah.
This is so slick. Okay, our products apparently work. They're pretty awesome. 20% off ceramic coatings to celebrate this live stream, Easter weekend. We love you. Get your car coated. We want you to get these coatings in your hands and experience what we are showing you as we speak.
Now, the other thing is,
Okay, go ahead.
coating your car is a lot healthier for you than chocolate. Just saying, for Easter.
That's true.
Yes.
Although, I think chocolate could fuel the coating. Like, you could snack on the chocolate in between steps and
Yes.
coat your car, and you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, excuse me while I just revel in this slickness. This is
Ivan
amazing.
doesn't really get
No, but-
very impressed sometimes.
But with the towel, it's like,
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a question from a Tesla owner, Ivan.
Yes. We had a Tesla outside a few minutes ago.
Let me try this here. Maybe you can read that question while I marvel
Yeah.
on the slickness too.
So I got a gray Tesla Model 3 with 30,000 miles on it. The paint looks good except for near the door handles and door sills, yes. Is app and a jeweling pad good before the 3-year coating? Yes, rotary or DA polisher. So the app should only be used with a 2 to 9 millimeter stroke machine. Don't use it with the rotary, don't use it with another one. For polishing though, any of the above will work. And the rotary, if you don't have a lot of correction to do, and I know this sounds weird to a lot of people, but if you don't have a lot of correction to do, the rotary is a great tool for that final finishing and gloss.
Just with the red pad.
Yes. Yeah.
Not with this beast.
No. Now that, if you want to cut, you're going to be cutting.
It's meant for the rotary.
Yes.
And we have a cutting compound if you need to really cut and go to,
Yes.
go to town with it. But
Yeah.
we don't really teach that very often because clear coat's a finite resource, Ivan.
Yeah, and the days of wet sanding and 3-stage compounding really don't exist anymore on modern paints. That is a recipe for damaging a car.
I mean, you can do it.
If you want, yeah. Yeah. You might be paying for a new paint job if you do that, but yes.
Gold standard compound. This can achieve some heavy defect removal with this rotary wool pad. Gold standard polish with the rotary wool pad. Would you ever use that combo?
Yes, but not quite as effective. Now, yes, it will work. It's a good combination, but with the compound, definitely you get the full effect. Now, one thing that's really nice about our system is the gold standard compound combined with this pad, and then you go to the rotary with this pad. You don't need to do 3 steps. 2 steps is all you need. The marks that this is going to leave, because a rotary is going to leave holograms with a wool pad, I guarantee it. But they're so fine that this can remove them.
It's so common now that we use a 6-inch pad that the 5-inch pad in your hand looks tiny.
Right.
Why would I use a 6-inch pad or a 5-inch pad? A 6-inch backing plate or a 5-inch backing plate? Because all of our polishers come with a 5-inch and a 6-inch plate.
Right.
So you get to choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on a 5 or 6-inch pad?
So I would only use the 5-inch if that's the only option I have. But the 6-inch gives you a lot more versatility. You can get into places with a 6-inch that you can't with the 5. I know some of you are confused right now. I'll expand on that in a second. The other aspect of that is the 6-inch is a lot smoother. You have more surface area to work with, so you get the job done faster, and it's also easier to keep the machine flat on the surface.
William Blosser asking us a question on this
I
live
want to
stream.
expand on something.
Oh.
So when I talk about the reach that a 6-inch pad has, let's take this pad here. From the center line of the machine, or the head of the machine here, look at all this space that I have. This space is allowing me to get up underneath a mirror. It's allowing me to follow a body line. It's allowing me a lot more versatility than a 5-inch pad. One thing that some companies teach is, well, you should use a 5-inch pad because you can get more cut from a 5-inch pad. I've never understood where this comes from. There's no logical basis to that whatsoever, because take the 5 and the 6-inch pad, Nick, that you've got there.
There's this one.
Yeah, and the 5-inch pad is, or the 6-inch pad is here. Compare the size of the two. how can this cut more than this? This has 40% or 30 some, close to 40% more surface area, meaning it's going to cut 30 to 40% more. It's just math. The other thing is, some companies or some people are concerned about the pad stalling. It's because they don't understand how a dual action machine works. The dual action machine, when it's turning like this, and sorry, I'll be a little noisy here for a second. So we have the rotation and we have the oscillation. The rotation while you're polishing is only between 50 and 100 RPM. It's not doing anything for the cut. It's just to give you a smoother finish. The cutting is from the oscillation, and the oscillation is powered, meaning that oscillation, and this is a brush-free motor, so it has that resistance. The magnets in it are resisting the movement. That's where you're getting that weird little grinding noise. But the oscillation that I have here, that 25 millimeter oscillation, that's what's doing the work, and that is gear driven. The rotation is not gear driven. It's a free spinning machine. On the 25 millimeter machine, if it stalls, meaning that the pad is no longer rotating, you've only lost 5% of your cut. On a 15 millimeter machine, which is one of the most common sizes on the market right now, you're only losing about 12% of your cut, 15 at most. So don't worry about if it stalls. It's not affecting you that much. I'd rather lose 15% to stalling, but still have 30% more surface area cutting for me than go to a smaller machine and have to work a lot longer on a car.
All I heard was, I love that polisher and I understand why.
Yeah.
Because it's great.
Yeah.
We love you, Ivan.
Yeah.
William Blosser says, can we apply these outside in the shade? We're talking about the coatings, plus under a canopy tent?
Yes.
Sorry if this was asked already, but I do not have a garage that accommodates this work.
Right, all of the above, and you can also apply them in direct sunlight. Now, direct sunlight is different than baking on the car. So if you've got a black car at noon and it's 100 degrees outside, you're close to the equator, the panel's at 180 degrees, you might want to hold off a little bit. But direct sunlight, you can still touch the panel and keep your hand on the panel, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It just means you're going to be leveling maybe a little sooner.
Thank you, _3 says, ceramic coatings does not let the paint and clear coat breathe. It is important to let the paint and clear coat breathe. I will only use wax, nothing more.
Okay, well, let's break a misconception here. Coatings are gas permeable, meaning that these actually breathe. Now, some waxes, on the other hand, will actually stop that. And this is something that, having owned body shops, this is an ongoing question. We get it in our Facebook group. So there's DIY Detail Facebook group. We get this question at least once a week. My car was repainted X days ago. How long do I wait to apply a wax or a coating or a sealant? For our coatings, you can actually apply it in the paint booth once the paint is finished drying, that quickly, because they're gas permeable. Some waxes, and the reason why some people still say 90 days, or you wait 3 months before applying a wax or something on a car, is because A, their painter probably hasn't read the data sheets that come with his paint for 20 years. They just read the first paragraph that tells them how to mix it, but all the other stuff, the other 3 pages, they don't read it. And those other 3 pages will tell them that, oh, if you're putting a ceramic coating on, you wait this amount of time. If you're putting a wax on, wait this amount of time. But that 90-day period came from days way back, so I'm talking in the 80s here, where we had coatings that had an extremely, or not coatings, paint, that had extremely high VOCs. So they were off-gassing for weeks. The second thing is, waxes, a lot of them at that time had Teflon. And Teflon, you put one of those Teflon waxes on a paint that was freshly applied, and 2 or 3 weeks it was peeling. That's because the Teflon was the problem. We don't have Teflon in our products, A. B, the coatings are gas permeable. So your wax might actually be doing more damage to your paint than the coating.
Where's the mic, Ivan? Are you ready to drop it? A little mic drop moment?
No.
Ivan was
No,
like,
it's just, the industry is there and it's evolving continually. It's evolving every day, but some people are still using advice from the 70s.
Jorge says, guys, I'm curious if you have a 5 or 6 year old PPF. You want to remove it. Is it too hard to do it yourself? What's involved in it? I mean, good luck, Jorge. It's going to be a lot of work. I don't think you're afraid of hard work.
No.
You want a steamer, Ivan. If you can get one.
You want a steamer, or you want a bucket with hot water and towels in it that you just put on. Now, Jorge has the advantage of being in Miami on a hot, sunny day. So wait till it's noon on a sunny day where it's 100 degrees outside and put a dark towel with water on top of the PPF. Let it sit. Let it get nice and hot. Then start pulling the PPF. And when you're pulling PPF, something a lot of people don't know. Let's pretend, put your arm out there, Nick. That's PPF. You don't want to pull up on PPF. You want to pull away on PPF. So the adhesives in PPF are similar to the adhesive in the 3M wall mounts. And 3M has these little things that you want to hang a picture on your wall. You put this little sticker on your wall, but it has a little tab underneath. The hook is there, holds on for years. 2 years later, you want to move that hook or you want to take it off, you pull on that little tab, and you're not pulling it off the wall, you're pulling that tab, stretching the adhesive and stretching the plastic. And when you're doing that, they separate. Same thing. So PPF, you don't want to try to rip it off like this. You want to try to stretch the PPF, and in stretching it, the glue releases. Safer.
Mind blown, Ivan. Mind blown. No wonder when I moved out of my place, I ripped so many of those off the wall.
Yeah.
I didn't pull down. Okay, Glossy Chris, when will the next DIY product be released?
Probably about a month. And that product we actually showed earlier this week on another live stream. And that will be our NV glass sealant.
You excited?
Yes, it's a fun product. It's easy to use. Think of it as Rain-X improved. We're not going for a glass coating here. It is a sealant. Oh, Sylvie's got the bottle. Yeah. So we don't have the labels yet, but this is the final color of the product. This is the final product. We should have a label tomorrow. So follow our Instagram. You might see a story or two with a label on it. But yeah, so the NV glass sealant is coming soon to a windshield near you.
Toyota Motor Geek says, Toyota, we got a 4Runner here.
There you go.
Enjoy. What should we do after our ceramic coating as far as maintenance and keeping it healthy?
Great question. So 1 hour after this coating is applied, it can get wet. You can drive away in the rain. 1 week later, actually 3 days later, you can wash it, but unless you don't have to wash it, we prefer you wait longer. From there, just maintain your vehicle, which means wash it when it's dirty, decontaminate it when it needs decontamination. That's it. It's that simple. A coating is a lot more resilient to abrasion. It's a lot more resilient to chemicals. It's a lot more resilient to contamination than paint is. So by having a coating on, you're actually reducing the need for maintenance. A lot of people have this misconception that now that I have a coating, I have to maintain my car in this special way with these special products. No, just keep it clean, keep it decontaminated. If you want to put a topper on, you can. You don't have to.
I love NV ceramic sealant.
Yep.
On my paint and quick beads on my wheels.
Yes.
It's a super easy way to protect and give yourself some drying aid,
Right.
drying lubricant on your coated vehicle, but you don't need that. And it's your choice. William Blosser says, how many vehicles are able to be coated with the 30 ml bottle? Is it typical to have product left over?
Typical to be able to do at least 2 vehicles. This week, we have a bottle of Hydrate here. I don't know which one it is, but it's almost empty. It's done 3 cars.
And 1 wheel, which you'll
Yes,
see on
okay.
Nick at Night on Sunday.
Yeah, Nick at Night, House of Rags.
On the House of Rags. William Blosser, thank you for that question. We get it a lot of like, how many vehicles can you coat out of this bottle? Because when we first came out with 30 ml bottles, a lot of people, this was a few years ago, were like,
Yeah.
why aren't you putting them in bigger bottles? That's
Yeah,
not
we
a
need
lot
at
of
least
product."
50 mils to coat a
Right,
car.
right.
No, you need maybe 10, 15 mils to coat a car. This one will do 10 cars, easy. So.
Wrangler X9S. I just bought a new car, wanted to do the Hydrate with a 3-year stack. Do I need to use Gold Standard and then the app, or just the app?
If your car has nothing previous on it, so no sealants, no waxes, no coatings, the app is fine. If it has previous waxes, sealants, coatings, toppers, drying aids, use the Gold Standard polish.
Yeah,
and then the app.
I'm watching some of the viewers drop here, Ivan. I'm wondering,
Yeah.
are we boring them? You know, is there more showing versus telling that we can do? We promised a demo. You've stacked half of these panels.
Yeah.
You know, you're the world's greatest detailing teacher.
No.
Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve in terms of, you know, demos for them? We don't do lives very often.
Yeah, not demonstrations, but we will be throwing water at this soon. So you want to stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Let's take them to that little spot at the front, because we mentioned Hydrate fills, and this is something that when we explain to people filling, they don't always understand what we mean.
Okay.
Come take a look.
Yeah, because filling is something that we used to think of as a glaze, like a wax will fill or a glaze will
Right.
fill, and that was kind of cheating because we knew it wasn't permanent.
Yeah. Now, so you can see this little square here. We just put a layer of Hydrate on there, let it sit for half an hour, and then leveled it off.
Do you want to see? Do we want to see? I mean,
It's going to look horrendous either way.
okay, trust us. We didn't polish this paint, but this was just like a
Yeah.
fun demo. I don't know where we want the light. Ivan can help guide
So
us.
first of all, where is the light? Oh, there it is. Okay. So that is
Oh,
where
I see the square, Ivan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's where we have the coating, and this is where we don't. So we still, you still have scratches there, but look at the darkness of the
Look how
paint.
much darker it is.
Yeah.
And that's the line there.
Right. And with our eyes, not with the camera and not with the overhead lights, or not with the this light, because with the light it looks horrendous still. But without that, it's just glossing. And this is the same effect that you're going to get with wax. So a good wax that fills, like our show-winning wax, and this fills even much more than our show-winning wax.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
Always calling. We
Yeah, you can see the square, and depending on,
Uncoated,
yeah,
coated.
right.
This is the line. That
see the
felt
line.
different,
Yeah, yeah.
Ivan. Oh my gosh, like this felt like just super tacky
Yeah.
and rough. And this is smooth.
Well,
and
while
we
we have-
didn't even properly prep this. That's the magic of Hydrate. I am touching this paint. I would never do that normally. I should respect all cars. It's a rental car. I respect you, rental car, for getting me where I need to go safely. We're gonna do a little water beating.
Well,
test.
this one's been on for a little while longer,
Okay.
so let me just get the hose here. So a nice little mist. So I think there's a slight difference in what the water beads look like.
uncoated
Yeah,
and coated.
yeah. So
You know what's fun, Ivan, with a coated vehicle? You can almost dry it with the hose. Is that something that I've heard
yeah,
can be done?
So
We're doing it live, folks. Hydrate ceramic coating, didn't even polish it. Look at the water evacuate. Why do we want that, Ivan?
less chance of water spotting, first of all. Secondly, it makes it a lot easier to dry. Like, look how wet this is. It's still wet. Now, the reason why we have this circle that's a little wider is when we leveled this, we did this, and we didn't stay within the line. So the application of the coating makes it stick there, and then the leveling brings, we see the leveling towel as our secondary applicator.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it did. So it brought it to there.
The visuals didn't actually transition over here.
No.
But some of the properties did, which is kind of
yes.
interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can see just how quickly it evacuates the water.
Wow, look at that. This is ceramic coated with Hydrate.
Yeah.
This is not coated at all. Hydrate, 20% off at DIYdetail.com right now, Ivan.
Yeah.
For a sale. But I would want this if I was
Yeah.
watching. I would want it on sale
right,
for the
so
first
with,
time.
With the beading, you can see the line perfectly. But with the sheeting, it's a little different.
Look at those beads.
Yeah.
Look at those little guys. Now, our coatings are safe to go in the rain after an hour. So
Yes.
if you were sending this to a customer, you wouldn't need to keep it in your shop overnight.
No, 1 hour later, you're fine. So yeah, so you can see just how quickly that reacts.
when you can wash it.
Yeah, like here it wasn't even getting wet. Like the
Yeah,
wa-
it's literally like a. This is the geeky thing that detailers do because
Yes.
we love this stuff. Your customer may not even care about this. They may just want a coated car.
yeah,
there's a lot to this, though.
Yeah. Now, this is where you applied the 1 year, I believe, right?
I applied the 1 year right about here with the towel method.
Yeah.
Level it right away.
So let's take a look there with our nice little mist of water. Look at those tight beads. So we can see exactly where Nick applied. There's a little circle there.
And just remember, this is unprotected paint over here. So look at
Yeah.
what this looks like. Unprotected, unpolished. This is protected with the 1 year coating.
Yeah, but
This
no
is what it
polishing,
looked
no
like.
prep.
No polishing, no prep. No polishing, no prep. Just the 1 year coating. Did this even get washed is the real question.
It got washed.
It got washed. Okay, it was
Yeah.
a cursory wash. And I say that just to say we got this side washed.
But you know, you can see a definite line here, just where it stops. So.
Oh, is that where I
Yeah.
kinda... So, I mean, I just want people to know the 1 year coating is a substantial coating. People think, oh, it's a spray bottle and,
Yeah.
you know, it's 1 year and you can spray it or you can apply it. Maybe they don't take it seriously enough, Ivan. Was this perfect paint before? No, but if
No.
you're a beginner and you just want to ceramic coat your car, I think now's the time.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that line.
Yeah. Now let's investigate the
Why
one.
do I want to touch this paint? I should never
Yeah.
touch paint.
No. So
we
here-
respect paint too much to just touch it with our fingers.
let me bring the hose this way here.
Okay, Ivan, we have a question from
Yeah.
Samuel. Says, my coating is starting to fail on the sides of my wife's car. Should I apply a 1 year to get me through a little longer or polish it all off and apply Hydrate? Time, space is limited.
Start by doing a full decontamination first. There's a good chance your coating isn't failing; it's just contaminated.
All right.
And
Clogging.
Correct.
Yeah, it's clogging. And
Yeah.
what's really cool about Hydrate especially is it's going to resist clogging. It's not to say that it'll never clog,
Better.
Yeah.
but it'll be better. And when we talk about water, ice melt, snow, like in the wintertime, a lot of minerals are getting kicked up onto the sides of vehicles
Yeah.
in the Midwest, right? Places
Right.
like Omaha where we are now. And the beading goes away on coatings, but it doesn't mean the coating's gone.
No. Now, the other thing is, a lot of people say, oh, I decontaminated my paint, but they used an acidic soap and then another soap. That is not decontamination. You follow our steps. That is a proper decontamination. Not because I'm trying to sell you our products, it's just because those other products really don't do much. An acidic soap, you've experimented with those more than I have.
The cynic is going to say, Ivan's just trying to sell me all his line, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like that. It's if you want the results of the recipe, follow the recipe.
And look at the size of these beads.
They're microscopic.
Right. Let's continue on here. A little more water.
Is it possible the towel method gives you better beads than the applicator, Ivan?
No, take a look. They're the
No,
same.
I know.
Yeah.
Anytime I can
But look on this plastic.
have fun with Ivan, I just love the, oh, those beads are great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if we want to sheet, well,
Ivan's sheeting away on this coated panel. H-Car Detailing is saying, which is better for headlight restoration protection? Ceramic coating, wipe on clear coat, or spray on clear coat, Ivan?
paint protection film, followed by ceramic coating.
No.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, do not put clear coat on headlights.
We've restored
please.
those kind of headlights and they were difficult.
Yeah, so take a look. This panel is perfectly dry.
Keith Firebird is
Yes.
asking, since you and Thor share the same warehouse, is there only one location for DIY products to be pulled from, or do you have your own separate stock within the warehouse?
It's in one big warehouse, but different staff pulling for each company.
All right. Okay, so we've shown the 1 year coating.
Yeah.
The water beads look robust. We've shown Hydrate on non-prepped paint.
Yeah.
The water beads were wild.
And they're all going to be fairly similar here at this stage. But, you know, look at the quick sheeting here. And then a lot of people like to have a more of a flooding effect. So, you know,
I think, like you mentioned, Ivan, this is a case that you just can't go wrong
no.
with any of these coatings,
Yeah.
which are on sale right now at DIYdetail.com for 20% off.
Yeah, and
That's part of a weekend sale.
right. But we also coated that mirror, right?
I don't remember.
Yes, I
Oh
did.
yeah. The very well prepped mirror, as we joked about. Ooh, the plastics just beat. I mean,
Yeah.
when water is beating on plastics, you know you did something right.
Yeah, and then if we want to sheet this dry, that is a perfectly dry panel.
All right. I see the same question on the panels or on the screen, Ivan. So we'll just
Yep.
keep on keeping on. So that was a 3-year. Now we're to the 5-year coating.
Right, and remember we did the 1-year stack on this. So we may see a difference at this point because the coating hasn't been there long enough. It hasn't been an hour for the stack, but you'll see the reaction that we get here.
Yeah, watching you do the stack, it looked very stress-free.
But all we need for 27 foot motorhome.
Look at the difference. You
Yeah.
can see where we coated with the 3-year here, where we didn't coat.
Yeah.
Very different behavior.
Right. 27-foot motorhome, you're not doing the roof. One bottle should actually do the trick. I would get 2 just in case. But yeah, so these very, very small, tight beads.
Ivan, what coating would you recommend for a motorhome?
The 5-year or the Hydrate?
Depends. You pay today, gel coat.
Yeah. Is it gel coat? Is it painted? If it's paint, the 5-year. If it's gel coat, definitely the Hydrate, because of the filling ability it has for gel coat.
I mean, maybe this is a trick of my eye. Are the water beads more impressive with the 5-year, or are they all pretty good?
They're all very good. They will be a little different with the 5-year. And again, this drying aspect, so flooding to dry.
Why aren't coatings, this is from Hawkeye, why aren't coatings made to sheet rather than bead? Doesn't beading cause issues like water spots?
Well, I think they do both. So sheeting is a factor of the amount of water. So if you look here, we have a lot of water on the surface, and the water that's bouncing, so that's sheeting off, but the water that's bouncing, the little extra ones, are causing that beading. And both are considered hydrophobic. But if I want to dry this panel, I can sheet it dry. So it just depends on how much water you have on the surface, whether something's going to bead or sheet. And that
Ivan,
panel,
that 5-year coating, to
Yeah.
me, it's like that thing just cleaned itself.
yeah, it's perfectly dry.
It cleaned itself. Okay, now I want to see Hydrate.
Yeah.
Now I want to see Hydrate. Let me see it. We're going to do the water beads first. We're putting on a show. Manny Gloss Detail says, the wife's X7 looks beautiful. Thank you. If finishing with the DA, best machine, throw, and pad, red or yellow.
So
Is
we can
25 millimeter the only answer?
Yeah, we can actually see a line here where I did the stack. So the beads are a little different on both sides. They're a little more prominent there than they are on this side.
And it's
It's not
possible
much,
that,
but
yeah,
yeah.
it's possible too that this is still curing, right?
Yeah, it definitely is still curing because it hasn't been an hour since I put the 1-year on. But you can see just how tight those beads are.
Wow.
Yeah, and then if we flood the panel,
Which
so
side did you stack and which side did you not?
stacked, unstacked.
And so it almost, yeah.
So this is the, flooding the panel with way too much water.
They look different for sure.
And it just drops off. And then, of course, the drying with water, well, we can do that with this as well.
Tu lèverais haut.
Ivan, the question that was asked earlier, I know
Yeah.
you were concentrating.
Is this real water? Yes.
Finishing with the DA, best machine throw and pad, red or yellow, 25 millimeter, the only answer.
Finishing with a DA, the longer the stroke, the better. Also, the gold pad will give you a better finish than the foam, than the red waffle pad because of the stiffness of the foam.
Okay, we have time for just a couple more questions here.
Yeah.
Maybe we could sit down, Ivan. Jorge asking his fourth potential question of the day, which is appreciated, Jorge. We appreciate you,
Yes.
man. You're always asking us questions and participating in the live chats, and we appreciate the support. If you want to do two-step paint enhancement and have no rotary, is it best to use the red jeweling pad on the second step at the lowest speed as well?
If you don't have a rotary, don't worry about the red pad. Finish with the yellow pad. You don't need to go that extra step. The red pad is designed for the rotary, works spectacularly on the rotary. It will work on the DA, but it's not a necessity. A lot of paints actually respond better to the yellow pad on the DA because the red pad's actually too soft for a DA.
It's totally fine to use the red pad on the DA, but
Yes.
I prefer it on the rotary.
Yeah.
Nancy says, what's the difference between your compound versus gold standard compound? How do I know which one to use?
So, gold standard polish and gold standard compound. Gold standard polish, industry standard, been around since the beginning of our adventure here. Great, very, you'll get a lot of cut with it, you'll get spectacular finish. The gold standard compound, newer to the line, and shall I say, reserved to experienced users in the sense that this really, really cuts. This is a scalpel, this is a jackhammer in the sense of it's taking off a lot of paint very quickly. And most of us don't need the compound, myself included. I rarely use the compound because it's not something I want to be that aggressive on paint with.
And you still get fantastic results using that compound sparingly.
Right.
Because the polish does so much for you.
Yeah.
H-Car Detailing says, do you need to prep the paint for fresh paint for coating?
Yes. Fresh paint, still, like straight out of the paint booth, no. If it's been a couple days, you'll still need to wash it because it will have accumulated dust, and you should use app.
How would you wash it in that case?
I use rinseless wash.
You're
in my
not
body
surprising
shops,
me.
Nick, we did not have soap. In my shops, we did not have soap, so everything was rinseless wash.
I'm not surprised, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. MF754 says, do you have any tips for removing pet hair quickly? Really had a difficult job yesterday removing it, and I think the poor carpet quality exacerbated it.
Yes.
Oof.
First thing.
Feel for you.
Yeah. Rinseless wash or interior clean protect misted, not wet, just misted over that dog hair. Let it dwell. Let it sit there for half an hour. That's going to break the bonds, the static bonds between the carpet and the dog hair. Next, tools, and more tools. You can use the Tornador. You can use the for reals. You can use the lily brushes. You can use a rubber glove. The rubber gardening gloves are great for that. To get that off, you can use the pet hair stones. There's all sorts of different tools. A vacuum cleaner, obviously. The other thing with pet hair that a lot of detailers don't realize is you can ask the owner of the car a question. And that question is the dog going back into the vehicle? If the answer is yes, you don't have to get every last bit of dog hair out of there because more than likely it will be back in that, the dog will be back in the car the next day and more dog hair will accumulate. So ask the owner, are they okay with that? And if they're okay with that, then you're good.
Yeah. Good advice, Ivan.
But dog hair is just time consuming and difficult.
Time for a couple more questions?
Yes, and then we're gonna be giving something away.
Doing another giveaway?
Yeah. How many people have stayed with us till this?
155 people. Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you to everybody for
Yeah.
staying with us. So let's do
Let's reward them.
let's do maybe another 2 minutes of questions,
Yeah.
and then we'll do the giveaway. What's your preferred method of cleaning glass? Rinseless or dedicated glass cleaner? Ooh, I like crystal clear with Nick's favorite glass towel. That's my favorite way.
Yeah.
I like rinseless wash, don't get me wrong. I used to like it a lot less until we came out with our own, and I was like, oh, this really cleans super well, and
Right.
it's streak free.
Yeah.
And I used too much product with rinseless, so that's why I got streaks
Yes.
earlier on in my career. I just like crystal clear. It's ready to use with Nick's favorite glass towel. To me, it's this consistent variable of I have a dedicated glass product.
Yep.
And I have this towel that works so good, and I just get to it. And
Right.
I use one towel for wet and one towel for dry. I mean, I baby these towels, Ivan.
Yes.
And that's my method.
Yeah.
I
Now,
box and then I go dry.
if I don't have a bucket of rinseless close by, definitely crystal clear, spectacular glass cleaner works very, very well. The reason I use rinseless is I normally have a bucket of rinseless close by, so I just have a rinseless damp towel and I do it that way. I actually don't have a preference. Both work the same as far as I'm concerned. They both do a good job. It's just whether, the reason we have crystal clear in our line is not everyone uses rinseless.
I just got mesmerized looking at the beads on the car.
Yeah.
The 1 year, it's in my line of sight and it looks fantastic, Ivan. And then the side panel just totally dried itself.
Yes.
It's not beating anymore. Tony says, do you have a video on applying Hydrate over a previous ceramic coated car?
Not yet. Stay tuned.
It's a good video idea, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more question.
We
How
have
about-
one coming with applying 1 year over a previously ceramic coated vehicle.
Why not 8?
Yeah.
Ty says, opened the door on my Tesla the other day, but the window was frozen shut and scratched the black plastic trim, leaving a white mark. What would be the best way to reduce the visibility?
Lightly polishing, and you can probably hand polish.
So, like, by hand polish, you mean spray a little gold standard polish on a towel?
Yeah, on a towel, a little low nap towel like our level 1, and polish away.
What a great piece of advice. Is it time for the giveaway?
Sure.
I think it's time for the giveaway.
What you
I think we should give away a 1 year.
Go for it.
The world's most fun ceramic coating.
Yes.
And the 1 year is our graphene spray coating. Comes with 2 sprayers,
Right?
a dropper insert,
Yes.
no applicator.
No applicator. The applicator is optional. You know, the idea of the spray coating is applying it with a towel. But if you have an applicator, great. And in the giveaway, we'll add an applicator in too.
Okay. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, big
Wow,
spender here.
wow,
Yeah,
Ivan.
$2.99. Yeah.
Okay. Now you come up with the question since I came up with the coding.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
First person to answer in
Yeah, but I
the
have to think of a
lower
question
48.
first. Let's answer another.
I'm filling time
answer
with
another
my
question.
words here for you to think of a question.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
What year is the Bertone that was the first vehicle featured with the
with the
coating.
Hydrate.
With Hydrate.
with Hydrate? Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a Fiat. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's a Fiat Bertone, same idea.
All right. The question's been in the chat. You got to be in the United States to win.
Oh, there we go. Keith Firebird, 1985.
85. Yeah. Mike said 89. James said 84. But Keith is the winner. Sam,
Yeah.
if you could put him up on the.
Wow, it's fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keith, I know you're a loyal viewer, and I appreciate your attention to detail.
So email info@diydetail.com and go from there.
What could they do armed with this information, Ivan, after the live stream? The folks watching.
You could purchase some coatings at diydetail.com if you don't already have some.
Yeah.
If you already have our Type 2 coatings, you don't need to go out and buy new coatings. Oop, the gimbal is getting tired.
It's tired.
Yeah, but
We might be tired, but no one's complaining here.
Not
Yeah.
tired. It's
yeah, it shuts down after a while of not moving. So like I was saying, if you already have our Type 2 coatings, you don't need to rush out and get our Type 3 coatings. You're still spectacular coatings. Even our 8-year Type 2 coating, we still have some in stock, so it's on sale. But we have our coatings on sale for the weekend until Sunday at midnight, and that includes 20% off all our coatings, and the kits are 25% off. And that will automatically arrive in the cart. So when you're looking at it on the site, it's one price. When you get to your cart, you'll get a discount.
Even Ivan sometimes
tired.
seems like he's a little tired. We've been
Well, the gimbal,
We've
yeah.
been talking nonstop for I don't know, about 11 days.
Yeah.
11-hour days, 12 hours. Anyway, we love you all. We're excited to bring you our coatings in this live demo and Q&A. The question and answer never really ends, does it, Ivan?
No. So if we didn't get to your question, first of all, sorry. Leave it in the comments, not in the chat, but after the video's done, leave in the comments down below. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We put out 4 long-form videos a week and a short every day, and they're all educational focused. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make detailing fun. We're trying to make it enjoyable for people. We're trying to bring detailing back to the home user in the sense of Saturday morning, I want to go out in my driveway or into my garage and clean my car. It's that much fun.
Voici la différence.
And tell us if you see the difference between the coatings.
Which
Now,
one is better?
with the water beading, there's not that much of a difference because they're all fresh. But when it comes to the look, there definitely is a difference with the Hydrate.
Someone who drives this car next is going to look at this in the rain and be like, what in the heck happened to this? They may not be a car connoisseur,
No.
but even they will be like, Why is one half of this vehicle so different than the other?
It's the
And
square. It's the square on the hood that's going to baffle people.
We hope it brings them smiles. We hope this brought you some smiles and some insight. I think we're ready to end this whenever Sam can shut her down on the back end, but we appreciate all of you, and
Thank you very much, everyone.
we'll see y'all at DIYdetail.com.
Yep.
Where coatings are 20% off.
Thank you, Sam.
Yep.
Thanks, Sam.